Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at the Kingbolen S608 car diagnostic tool. So when it comes to car diagnostics, for me in the past I've always used these small handheld plug-in OBD connectors that normally then connect to your phone and then you do stuff on your phone. However, today we're going to be looking at the Kingbolen S608, fully handheld, no phone connection required, just pure plug-in and play. So the unit itself does come very well packaged. I've already taken the cellophane off and taken out the box that it came in, but just as we open it up, you're greeted with some quite nice presentation. Instructions manual, a screen protector, the machine itself, and then the connection between the OBD port on your car and the machine, as well as a USB-C charging cable. Machine simply switches on with the power button at the top. Need to hold it in to get it to power on. And then once it's loaded up, you're greeted with this menu of all the different things that you can do. Upgrade is for upgrading software, it gives you some repair information, settings of the machine obviously, and any kind of files you want to store. You get other things like maintenance activities, your diagnostics, as well as your OBD scanning. So today I'm going to be doing some diagnostics on my BMW 2 Series. Very simple connection. Plugs into the Kingbolen scanner. Little screws on it just to keep it tightened and locked in place. And then we can simply plug in. So in this instance, I think the first thing that we'll look at is the diagnose feature. So if we just pop into diagnose, you then have all of your vehicles. Many vehicles. However, in this instance, I'm going to do the auto search and use the auto search function, which is going to get your VIN number, it's going to tell you your make, your year, your model of car. So let's see how accurate it comes in. And then we can just come through, you can see that it's picked up the VIN number, it's picked up the mileage, which is spot on. It's picked up the development code of the car, which is F44, the 2 Series, 218i manual, right hand drive. So it now knows all the information of the car. Then we can just do a health report. You can see that it's found 5 systems with no DTCs in this instance. So the diagnostic machine itself actually has a lot of really cool features. One of the cool features being that you can go into the maintenance menu, and then that allows you to do your brake pad reset. So this is for cars that, like mine's, that have your automatic handbrake, where you can release your handbrake so that you can do your brake pad maintenance. Manufacturers these days make things really difficult to do your own maintenance on your own cars if you don't have the proper equipment. And this equipment's going to help you be able to do that. You can see you can do ABS bleeding, battery matching, brake pad reset, DPF regen, throttle adjustment, gear learning, steering angle reset, oil reset, and any injector coding. So quite a lot of nice features that come along with the machine. Now with the BMW being a relatively new car, it doesn't really have any service requirements at the moment, and I will be keeping it to main dealer servicing. However, I do have a couple of other cars that do need some service requirements. They do have a few engine management lights on them, so let's go and have a look at them and see what this machine can do with them. Just like that, we're down at my Subaru Impreza. Now this car definitely has some engine codes, or well, the last time I switched it on it did. So let's connect up everything and see what kind of codes it throws up. Okay, so in case you can't tell from the bird bolt, we have actually managed to get the car started. And as you can see, we've got an ABS light and a management light, and a very rough Subaru. So we can see we've got this read fault code mode. So if we click that, we'll go down to Subaru, and see what happens. And you can see that it's came up with 2 fault codes for the turbo generator valve, which I knew was going to be an issue with this car anyway. So what I've now done is I've just went into the ABS fault codes in the ABS memory, and we can see that I've got stop light switch circuit because the rear lights aren't plugged in at the moment, front left ABS sensor and rear right ABS sensor are no longer working at the moment. So moving on from the Subaru, we've got the Volkswagen CC, which does have the electronic parking brake. So what I'm now going to try and do is see if I can switch off, see if we can go through the process of getting the parking brake switched off, ready to be replacing the rear pads. So if we go into other models, it should give us the option parking brake. It should then give us the option to open the rear brake calipers, prepare to replace brake pad. Now I'm not going to open them at this point in time because I don't need to, the brake pads don't need replaced, but it's just to show you what functions are available. You can open the caliper, you can close the caliper, auto retract brake pads, quite a lot of functions within the kind of service menu. Now sometimes in cars you might have a fault that you don't actually know about, so it is good to be able to scan your car even if you don't have an engine management light on. And a perfect example of this I'm about to show you on this Volkswagen. So what I'm going to do is go into the diagnose. We're going to do the auto search function so that we get the VIN. I'll come back to you once it's scanned and ready to go. So we've now found that it's a Volkswagen down here, and we'll go into the diagnostic mode. Now if we go to system scan here and do a system scan, what we'll find is some potentially hidden fault codes. Preferably without the music. However, if you're going to potentially buy a car, somebody might have erased the fault codes, although the fault codes still actually exist and sometimes can be stored within the ECU or the OBD. So it's always important to make sure that you scan your car before you buy it. So I'll let this scan and then I'll come back to you. Right, so now that we're in the Volkswagen, I'm going to scan the engine electronics and see if we get any fault codes. So that's, you can see here, it's came up with a couple of fault codes: high heat output relay, short circuit to ground, and a data bus error value received. Now if you are connected to the internet, you can then actually go on and you can get a bit more information on what these codes might be. But at this moment in time, I'll just leave them as they are. We can try and clear them if we want. And it's now got no fault codes. However, if we switch the car off and start it back up again, these will probably come back. So now that I've had a bit of a play about with the Kingbolen car scanner, give some initial thoughts on it. I actually think it's really quite a decent little machine. Obviously, I mean, it was sent to me to test out and to play with. I've only had it a month or so, so I've not been able to kind of fully put it to use yet. You can see that I've got a various multitude of different cars to try it on and to go through things with. I don't have any particular fault codes that need clearing or diagnosing at the moment, but it seems easy enough to use. It has a very good interface manual. It has lifetime updates for any kind of software, any new vehicles that come out, any new software that comes out for vehicles. It has lifetime updates, so you don't need to pay for a subscription or anything like that, which is a massive bonus. You pay for the machine and that's you. All in all, I'm quite happy with it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it can do in the future with all the various cars that I help maintain or that I'm working on, or even just my own cars. But as always, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's been useful to you, and I'll see you on the next one.